Okay, we've went along and leveled the bottom out, and it's good and level and flat. Next, we're going to go right up the left side, starting with the bottom, and I've just put a clamp there to hold the level in place, and that keeps my hands free, and I don't have to worry about the level falling. As well as checking, make sure this level, I also want to check for squareness. If you look at your vinyl door frames, you'll find that the corners come together and they're kind of glued, and they'll have a rolled lip, and that's going to inhibit your ability to get a check on that square on the outside corner, because that lip's going to impede it. So a lot of times, and sometimes because of the track mechanisms on the inside, you can't do it there either. So what you'll really do is hold it up and line it with one hand and then check it with the eyeball method in your square. And we want to check the top as well. We're not looking to find a perfect corner right now. We're just checking to make sure everything's real close to square. And as we're screwing things off and straightening, we constantly want to be going around and checking to make sure what we're doing as you move one portion of the door has ability to affect another. And something that's important when squaring a door, if you go up one side and do level, you can end up with a cockeyed situation, and you're really hard to identify. The quickest and easiest way to check the actual squareness of it is pull your measurement from diagonal corner to diagonal corner, and the two measurements should be the same. I've aligned everything here so we've got a good level reading, and everything's flush, no clearance there. So I'm going to go ahead and put a few screws in down here, and then I'm going to skip some spaces and lightly tack it through that section. Then I'll move up and square off the top, as to not to get too much done in one area. So if we need to make adjustments, it can be done over the broad range. If I have to tweak and bend this over here, everything might be level, but I'm going to end up with a bow in it. So I've got to leave a little bit of adjustability room so we can have that straight line over the distance of the vertical run. Okay, when I fastened in the bottom, I used screws, and I did so for accessibility. But on the sides and across the top, I have good accessibility. So I'm going to use a galvanized 2-inch roofing nail, broad-headed roofing nail, and I'll use an industrial impact to fasten them. And the reason I'm doing this is if I'm swinging a hammer up here and should miss, I'm going to damage my door and frame. Its operation is real safe and real simple. You just drop the head of the nail in. It's got a magnet, so it'll hold it in place. You just locate it and then just push in. It drives right in real quick and easy, very safe, and almost impossible to damage the door frame. Okay, after I attach a couple nails down below, as previously stated, then I'll move the level and straight edge up, and I'm still in level, and here's a perfect opportunity to explain what I'm referring to. We're level, but we're not straight. We've got a bow in the plastic that starts right in here and increases up to about a full 1/8 of an inch and then back down to 0. So what we need to do while we're nailing that is make sure we keep that push snug as we're working the nails up. Always keep it tight, and the straight edge we'll use as a guide to make sure we get it both straight and level. Okay, we finished fastening the left side of the door. Please watch our next segment on fastening the top.